Welcome back to SYCL360. I'm Ross Molinaro, a member of SYCL and the SYCL Committee. The 2011 AACC annual meeting is right around the corner, and this edition of SYCL360 will focus on this meeting by briefly describing some pertinent information for SYCL members. This podcast has 3 sections that encompass various annual meeting details. Have you ever asked the question, what is the Annual Meeting Organizing Committee, or AMOC? Well, Nicole Corpy-Steiner has interviewed Christine Snowzik, a SYCL member from the Mayo Clinic and 2011 AMOC member, to tell us more about it. The second section of the podcast will be presented by Mohammed Al-Ghul. Mohammed will cover what you as a SYCL member should take away from the annual meeting by covering some of the educational and social events of interest for SYCL members. Be sure to try and attend at least some of these activities. We will then hear from a new member of the SYCL360 subcommittee, Kaylin Olson. Kaylin's podcast section will cover some specific annual meeting sessions that may be important to you as a SYCL member, based on the areas of interest that were most popular in a recent survey. It was recently suggested by Kaylin Olson, a SYCL and SYCL360 subcommittee member, to establish a program that would connect new annual meeting attendees with more experienced members. The goal of the program is to give people who have limited experience at the annual meeting a chance to meet and network with other new and experienced attendees. The program will be initiated at this year's annual meeting, and it is informal, free, and does not require any pre-registration. There will be 3 scheduled meetings between mentors and new meeting attendees. To participate in the program, simply attend any one of the following meetings listed here. Be sure to look for Christopher McCudden, the chair of the SYCL committee. He will be the point person for these meetings. How the program will work is participants will be given a sticker for their badge to help them identify other participants in the program. New meeting attendees will use red stickers, and experienced members will use blue. After the scheduled meetings, you're encouraged to arrange meetings with other participants at times and places of your choosing. We hope that you will take advantage of this opportunity and make this annual meeting a great experience for you as a SYCL member. Now let's hear from Nicole.
Thank you, Ross. The 2011 National AACC Annual Meeting in Atlanta, Georgia is rapidly approaching, so please remember to register soon if you have not done so already. With more than 20,000 attendees and 5 days filled with events such as educational workshops, networking opportunities, presentations by colleagues and world-renowned mentors, as well as the largest clinical lab exposition in the world, it is a wonder how everything comes together and is successfully executed year after year. This year's Annual Meeting Organizing Committee, or AMOC, includes the following committee members shown here. AMOC members are vital in the planning, organization, and execution of an AACC annual meeting, and on behalf of the SYCL committee, we would like to thank them for their phenomenal commitment and efforts to ensure this meeting is a success. Today we are pleased to hear insight from Dr. Christine Snowzik, a SYCL member from the Mayo Clinic and AMOC committee member, regarding some of the responsibilities and activities required to organize the AACC annual meeting, as well as opportunities for involvement.
Thanks, Nicole. The AMOC is a purely voluntary committee tasked with a single goal, which is to put together the best scientific program possible. AACC has several staffers who work year-round to coordinate the logistics and business details of the annual meeting, so the AMOC really just handles the science. This starts with creating a list of topics of interest, which become the focus areas for the call for proposals that goes out in August of each year. The AMOC also ranks potential candidates for plenary speakers whose areas of expertise tie in with the scientific topics of interest. After the proposal deadline, the committee meets again to review and discuss all the submissions. These are what will make up the vast majority of the scientific program, so it's a long discussion with some tough choices between very good session proposals. There are also specific members of the AMOC in charge of coordinating the abstracts review process, as well as the volunteers who keep things running at the annual meeting. Once we get to Atlanta, the AMOC will be busy all week long. Each committee member is responsible for taking care of their own areas and helping out where needed, whether that's handing out volunteer packets at the start of the day, ensuring speakers are in the room on time, or even something as simple as finding an extra laser pointer when someone's battery dies. I've really enjoyed my time with the 2011 AMOC. It does take up quite a bit of time, but I've been able to meet and work with some great people with a lot of experience in the field. I've also had the chance to write a weekly blog covering the AMOC's activities and other information leading up to the annual meeting. I would strongly encourage anyone in SYCL to get involved with the annual meeting and the organizing committee. Volunteering is a great way to help out, doing things like stuffing bags before the meeting or handing out evaluation forms for science sessions. You can volunteer in November by visiting the AACC website. If you want to get involved before the annual meeting, you can serve as an abstracts reviewer. Just contact the abstracts coordinators for the AMOC or the NACB and let them know you're interested. Obviously, you can also submit a session proposal. The deadline is typically in September, and anyone is welcome to submit a proposal for any type of session. Brown bags are a good option for younger members or just for those who prefer a less formal setting. Plus, there's a much better chance of getting accepted since there are typically 80 to 90 brown bag slots and far fewer proposals competing for acceptance. Finally, if you're interested in serving on a future AMOC, talk to the chair of the Program Coordinating Commission, which is currently Paula Santrak, or to Gail Metnick, AACC's Director of Meetings. And one last thing, the annual meeting website has a link to the AMOC blog, where you can find information on everything from how the scientific program gets put together to cool new features like AACC Pathfinder. So check it out.
Thank you, Ross. In this section, we will be highlighting some of the major social and educational activities by SYCL. If you are a SYCL member attending the AACC annual meeting, we urge you to attend some of these activities that are directed toward young clinical laboratorians. At this year's annual meeting, there are some events that you don't want to miss, some of which will be discussed in the following slides. A list of SYCL events was sent out by email a few weeks ago. The list can be found on our LinkedIn SYCL360 discussion. Please keep that list handy and plan to attend some of these sessions. We are proud to see SYCL members participating in courses, symposia, and brown bag sessions. SYCL will be hosting a workshop followed by a mixer on Saturday, July 23rd, the day before the annual meeting officially begins. We urge you to try and attend this event. The workshop this year is entitled Skills and Tools to Develop Productive Research Program. It is geared toward junior clinical chemists who wish to expand their knowledge of how to establish a research program, obtain funding, publish your findings, and how to mentor scientists and students involved in your research. This will be a full afternoon workshop with presentations by experts on each topic. Following the presentation, there will be a time of roundtable discussions and questions and answer sessions with the speakers and some recent mentors of the month. Don't forget to attend the mixer after the workshop, interact with peers, meet mentors, and exchange ideas while having fun. Some of the key events that you don't want to miss are the Student Oral Presentation Contest. 4 15-minute presentations will be given by students chosen based on the quality of their abstract submission. The Oral Presentation Contest will be followed by Student Poster Presentation Contest. 3 posters will be chosen and 3 awards will be awarded during the SYCL reception. This is a great opportunity to learn about your peers' research and interact with others in the field. If you are planning to take the board exam, it would be a great idea to attend the ABCC Forum on certification to learn about the application process. We urge you to make the time to attend the reception. It is very well attended by SYCL members and leaders in the field as well. It is an excellent opportunity to interact and meet other SYCL members. Brown bag sessions are small group discussions and presentations on particular subjects. Every brown bag session is given twice, in the morning and the afternoon. Each session would be a maximum of 10 people. Thus, it is a great opportunity to learn about the topic from an expert and ask questions and exchange ideas with people who have similar interests as you. Attend some of these sessions and you may plan to give a roundtable discussion in future meetings. Several sessions are given by SYCL members. Please see the list of the brown bag sessions listed on the SYCL360 discussion on LinkedIn. Some of the reasons to attend the meetings are to stay updated on latest technologies and clinical applications by attending educational events and visiting the industry exhibit. Attending these educational events will allow you to obtain CA credits, bring back ideas to your laboratory and research team, and of course, interact with peers from all over the world. I hope to see you all at the SYCL reception in July.
Thanks, Ross. At the 2011 AACC annual meeting, the large number of events occurring at any one time can be overwhelming, with poster sessions, brown bags, symposia, short courses, and the expo to name just a few. To help you make the most of your time, SYCL has compiled a list of sessions that may be of interest to SYCL members based on the areas of interest that were most popular in a recent survey. Point-of-care testing sessions of interest include a Sunday AACC University full-day course, which will discuss the latest regulations for point-of-care testing and strategies for implementing this type of testing at your own institution. The management and leadership sessions cover a variety of areas such as financial management, negotiation, and assessing staff competency. The regulatory issues and standards sessions include a few symposia and a short course highlighting topics from reference intervals and standardization to lab-developed tests and accreditation issues. The QM and QC sessions include an AACC University course on Sunday that will break down the evaluation of laboratory methods, with 10 talks using examples to highlight techniques from start to finish in the process. Other sessions within this topic include a talk by SYCL members on quality improvement and a brown bag session on lot-to-lot immunoassay variation. Additional topics that may be of interest include sessions on getting our first job, genetic testing, test utilization, and a healthcare forum on the latest government-related laboratory issues. As a reminder, all symposia in the 30,000 series are free of charge to attend. Even if you are on a budget, there are many great symposia along with the free poster and plenary sessions included with your full meeting or daily registration fee. With an increasing amount of physicians and patients moving freely between different health systems and laboratories, the issue of standardization of assays has grown in its importance. Short course 74218 was developed in cooperation with the AACC Industry Division, Clinical Laboratory Standards Institute, and UK National External Quality Assessment Service. This session will cover different types of assay standardization, including reference materials, results reporting, and antibody configurations, using the current state of common analyte assays as examples. With the popularity of the AACC's online Clinical Laboratory Leadership and Management Certificate program, it's clear that leadership skills are important to our members and employers. Developed in cooperation with SYCL and the Management Science and Patient Safety Division, Symposium 33217 will highlight important skills for understanding and managing people in a workplace that is constantly undergoing change. This session will be useful for those in any phase of their career, from fellows who will be getting their first job soon to seasoned veterans who want to add to their skills. If you would like more information on the sessions highlighted in this presentation or any other events at the 2011 AACC annual meeting, please visit the annual meeting website or contact any member of the SYCL committee.